beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and today we have a what's on my iPhone going on. I have seen these videos all over the place, and I recently redid my whole home screen and stuff like that. Made it all aesthetic, organized it how I wanted it to be, which was something I much needed to do. So that is today's video. I just wanted to show you guys what's on my phone. I have lots of book apps that I regularly use that I wanted to show you guys, and then also just my favorite apps that I always am on, and other socials that you can connect with me on. Here we basically have my lock screen. A lot of my friends actually ask me where I get my lock screens and stuff, but I honestly make them. I love Pinterest, you guys are gonna see that. I just took all the photos that I had on Pinterest and I kind of made them into a collage, and it's mostly just my vision board for 2023. I had to update it from the start of the year because I did achieve a lot of things. I love how everything came together. My little widgets on my home screen, I have Spotify because I'm always listening to music. I have my Apple Watch battery because I wear my watch every day. And then lastly, I just have my activity from my Apple Watch to show me how close I am to reaching my goals for the day. If we open my phone, I mostly on this screen just have all of Apple's regular apps that come with the phone that are important to me that I normally use. But moving on to the exciting part, the widgets that we have here, in the top right corner, up here. Honestly, this is just a Pinterest board that is one of my favorites, and it rotates so it will change. But right now we have like some aesthetic food going on. I love taking pictures of food. I have a whole board for it, let's just say that. Then in the middle here, we just have a little widget that says good things are on their way. I love this. It's a constant reminder that I need to remind myself because that is true, and it looked aesthetic on my home screen. Lastly is just a Starbucks cup. This one is another Pinterest board that rotates automatically, but I'm liking the combination going on right now. Then moving into the apps, we just have the important ones. We have settings, calendar, photos, camera, and then WhatsApp, Google Maps, Spotify, and notes. Honestly, those are majority of the ones I use a lot. Then we have Safari, Gmail, and then going into this folder, I titled it Money Oz. These are all just my banking apps and things that I use for like finances and stuff. So we have BMO, Amex, Scotiabank, Scene Plus, a trading app that I don't actually use, Priority Pass for like lounges when I'm traveling, Wallet, PayPal, and Credit Karma, and then Shop. A lot of these are off downloaded, honestly, because I don't go on some of these as much, so I should probably like delete them or start using them more because they're just taking up storage. But I really like this Shop app. It helps me track all my packages, so when I purchase something online, I can track it through this app, and it kind of has all my packages and organizes it for me. It's kind of a win-win. I should definitely use it more. And then obviously just the weather app because I like to know the weather. Moving down to the bottom bar down here, that's another thing about me is I leave notifications unread all the time. You're gonna notice that through my phone. We just have messages, phone, Snapchat, and Instagram. Those are mainly my biggest social platforms other than YouTube, to be honest, and the ones I use the most, so I just have them at the bottom, easily accessible. Then moving on to the next page here, we have all my other favorite apps. Like these ones I go on at least once a day, I would say. So we first have YouTube. Obviously, I watch YouTube more than I watch TikTok, so that one's, I would say, my favorite social app, surprisingly. Then we have TikTok. I don't really go on TikTok that much, guys, to be honest. Then Starbucks. Obviously, I love Starbucks so much. As you guys know, I'm always getting my Starbs. I currently do not have too many points because I use them all the time, but honestly, Starbucks will always have my heart. Then we have Netflix. Sometimes I watch Netflix on my phone. Visco. I've actually been trying to use Visco more often. You guys should follow me if you guys haven't already. I don't know, I love Visco. It's kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Then Pinterest, which is low-key my best friend. For my Pinterest, I have been trying to post more photos on there, like create some, but then I obviously have lots of boards that I constantly am always adding to, getting inspiration from, you know. Then Life 360, we should all know what Life 360 is. And then Time, which I'm gonna get into a little bit more on the next page of my phone because it just makes more sense. And then this widget in the middle is my Spotify widget. Like I said, I listen to so much music. I'm constantly listening to music no matter what I do. I just made a little widget for it, and this one's showing my like songs right now. Then moving into the folders down here, we have Workin', which is basically all my editing stuff and YouTube stuff that I use. So we have CapCut, YouTube Studio, which honestly, YouTube Studio is a lifesaver. You can use it to look at your analytics through your phone instead of just having to look at it through your desktop, which is really, really cool. If you are a creator yourself, it is so useful. I highly recommend you have it on your phone. Then TubeBuddy, I don't really use this. It is offloaded. I don't really remember why I downloaded it. Moving around a little bit, PixArt, Canva, and Fonto are all the apps that I use to make my thumbnails, which a lot of you guys asked me about. So those are the three apps that I use. I absolutely love them. They're a lifesaver. They make making my thumbnails so much easier. Then we have Discord. I don't really go on that too much, and Patreon, which check the link down below to join my Patreon. I love connecting with you guys on there, and I normally post through the app and on my desktop, but the app is so much easier. Then moving into the second folder, which is one of my favorites, we have books. These are my main book apps that I use. We have Goodreads, which I love Goodreads. I just love tracking my progress, reading reviews, writing reviews, and kind of showing you guys my current updates throughout the month, so you guys don't have to wait for my monthly wrap up at the end to know exactly what I read. If you follow me on Goodreads, I post constant updates, and you will be able to follow along with me throughout the month on what books I'm reading and when, which is kind of cool. Love Goodreads. Then we have Bookly, and this one I recently just started using. I love this app. I ended up paying for the pro version. It's added to my love for reading so much. I can just add any book that I'm reading, and I can track so many things. I can track how long I've been reading a book. It has so many cool things. It has some goals, like you can track how many days you've read in a row. It has a bunch of stats and stuff like that. I haven't been using this for too long. I think I've been using it for under 2 months, so my stats aren't that great, but here's just a look at them a little bit. But yeah, I really like this, and my favorite part is you can go into the infographic section, and it shows all the books that I've recorded me reading in here so far. Going to my most recent read, it gives you this little tiny infographic of like everything, and I don't know, it's just such a fun thing for me, and I'm obsessed with it. That's the app I've been loving for books recently. Then we have Fable, which I have my book club over there, and Indigo. I need the app, guys. I just have to. And Kindle, because I don't own a Kindle. I normally just read on my phone if I am reading something on Kindle Unlimited at the time. Then we have shopping. This one, I don't normally shop online, but I like checking stores. We have Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, Tim Hortons, Temu, Garage, Amazon, Shop again. I don't know why I have it in 2 spots. Uber and Depop. And then on the next side, we have Shein, Ticketmaster, Worldpackers, and Workaway. The last two, those are volunteer experiences for traveling, which I want to get into starting in the new year. So that's some exciting things that I'm working on currently. But other than that, they're just all the shopping apps that I like to browse constantly, besides the Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes. Those ones I go on a little bit too much and spend too much money on. Then we have social. This folder is kind of messy. These are just other social apps that I have that I didn't know where to put. So we have Disney Plus, Messenger, X, which used to be Twitter, but it changed literally out of nowhere one day. Don't really know what that's about. I never go on Twitter though. Facebook, Be Real, Zoom, Threads, which I have been using Threads a lot more recently. I've been trying to. Let me know if you guys want me to post more down there. Instagram made it, so that's my little Threads account. Then we have Crew, which is an older app that I used to use, and Roku, which is the remote to control my TV upstairs in my room, which comes very in handy. Then at the bottom bar, we just have 4 apps. I kept them out because they looked pretty with the background. We have Fitness, which I use all the time. That kind of controls my watch, and I can track my progress monthly and stuff like that. Then we have Dawn, which is another calendar app, but I don't use that one too often because I use Time Tree instead. Mantra, that's an affirmation sort of app. I used to use it a lot when I would manifest every single morning. That one I highly recommend. It's such an easy app and so fun. Then we have Flow, which is my period tracker. That one comes in handy. And then on the last page here, we have FaceTime. I don't really FaceTime too many people other than like my mom and Julia, to be honest. And Notion. I don't really use Notion, but I like to keep it on my phone in case like I want to start using it or I want to put something in that app. Last folder, these are all just miscellaneous, to be honest. The only ones I really use are Calculator, Clock, and App Store, I would say. The rest are I barely use, to be honest. And then this one is my games. I don't have a lot of games on my phone. I don't play a lot of games on my phone, but these I'd say are mainly the ones that I've decided to keep on my phone. I used to play lots of games on my phone a few years ago, so those are just some games on my phone for when I'm bored. And then this widget in the corner right here is one from my photo albums. I wanted to kind of have at least one widget of my actual own photos and not just from Pinterest. That one's a rotating one where I just put a lot of my favorite current photos that I've recently taken. Right now it's Julia and I. Julia sadly got cut off a little bit at the top, but that's a really cute photo, one of my favorite. That's that widget. And then this big widget here at the bottom is from Time Tree. Time Tree is literally my life support. I plan everything out on this app. I mentioned it in my Sunday reset video, I'm pretty sure, of how I do it specifically, but this is a lifesaver, especially for being a YouTuber and stuff. I plan out all my content on here, when I need to film things, when I need to edit them, when I need to post them, and I can color code everything. It's just so perfect. So I highly recommend using that app, even if you're not a content creator, it can be used for school, work, literally all of the above. It's so perfect. So I highly recommend that. That is basically my phone. There's not too many pages. I don't really like having a lot of pages on my phone. So yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little glimpse of what's on my phone. This video isn't very long, not very detailed, I'm sorry, but there's really nothing too much on my phone. I just wanted to share those few apps that I have, especially for productivity, books, how I kind of do a lot of YouTube stuff on my phone, social media, everything like that. I hope you guys got some recommendations for apps and stuff like that, or if you want to spice up your lock screen a little bit, your home screen, organize it how you want, especially because the school year is coming up, so for all the students, I know I would always like to have my phone pretty organized for school and stuff like that. I used to have a lot of school apps, but like I said, don't forget to check the link in my description for my Patreon to join the Patreon family. We have a lot of fun over there. I would love for you guys to join. And also let me know down below if you guys love organizing your lock screen / home screen. I want to know how you guys do it, or if you guys don't really care. Everyone's different and I would love to know down below. But other than that, I really hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Checking, I know I use, oh no, wait.